Good morning and welcome to Waitanguru Falls. Out here on it's a closed track. To turn you around, you can see why it's a closed track. So, yeah, that little pathway out to the lookout there is washed out down there. But we're here to shoot some details in these falls. We've got the Panasonic Lumix S1R connected to the 70 to 200 f4. And yeah, we're just zooming in, finding some details in those rocks. I've got a case polarizer on the front to knock down some of the reflections on the rocks, just to get some better contrast there in the water. Let's take a look and see what we can find. All right, looking at the back of the camera, just trying to explore some shots. Looking at the lower part of these falls here. I think I want to zoom in on this one rock here and get some of the detail right around this, because that one rock is really standing out. So take this all the way into 200. Right now I have a polarizer on, f11, ISO 100. Rotate the polarizer, get just a little bit of reflection on that front rock there. Make sure we're focused. We got a 2-second timer on. Take that shot. ISO 100 f11 gives us 1/2.5 of a second. And we're just a little bit underexposed. So let's see what we can do about perfect exposure, 1/1.6 of a second. F11, ISO 100. Let's take a look. So we've got that rock really standing out, and we've got all of the falls coming down. Focus looks really good. I just like how that rock is really black and standing out compared to the rest. Swing this around over here. Go down and get all those steps. These steps right over here. Same settings for now. Right, let's zoom in on that shot. Oh, that tree is sharp. The edge of the rock there is sharp. That water looks really good. Let's take our ISO up to 200 so that we can speed this up a little bit. I want to keep the same f-stop. I want to keep the same focal length. I want to keep everything else the same. Just speed up my time to 1/4 of a second. Let's look at the difference of that, because I think this has got more streaks in it. Yep, more streaks. Less of a flow, more streaks, showing a little more detail in the water. Do that again. Let's take this up to 400. Take our camera speed up to 1/8 of a second. Take that shot. And zoom in. Yep. More streaks, but now we're getting some like individual stuff. So I think that 1/4 of a second is going to work for me. Great, let's switch this around to vertical shot and see what we can come up with. Let's pull back a little bit. Let's get some of that tree. Let's rotate. So now I'm using the rocks over here as a frame, this white waterfall as a frame, tree at the top, grass at the bottom. 1/8 of a second. We will take this down. Oh, let's do that again. And let's actually rotate our polarizer 90 degrees. And let's do that again. Because those leaves were quite bright. There we go. Now the leaves are a little better. Let's take a look at that. So on this image, if you've seen my videos before, you know I hate this. Those trees, the leaves, got rid of the shine with the polarizer. To zoom in on the tree without the polarizer, and I have those really, really bright, and I'm just not happy with that. So, polarizer on. Now let's change our ISO back down to 200, down to 1/4 of a second, 1/3.2, 1/3 of a second. There we go. I like that. Happy with that. And then just for fun, ISO down to 100. Almost a whole second. 2-second timer. And now we get a lot more mist. All right. Okay, now let's swing back to that original composition that we were looking at with that rock, but now let's take that rock and let's go up. Not that I'm using the third, but let's put the rock on about the third line. Foliage over here as a frame, waterfall as a frame. Check our focus. Let's zoom in on that one. Yeah, I like that. Rock looks good. Lots of mist around there. I'll post another video where I talk about time blending on waterfalls up above, but we'll time blend this waterfall. So ISO 800, 1/10 of a second. Actually, let's go just a little higher. No, we'll leave it at 800. We will go in on our f-stop down to f7.1, f8, and now just to get it a little faster, 1/15 of a second, 20th of a second, focus. Now what we're going to get is individual water drops, and we'll blend that stuff together. Blend those two shots together and we'll see what they look like. If it turns out to be any good, here it is. Now we've gone up the falls quite a ways, and I like this little area with the tree in front. And I think, let's turn the focus peaking off so we can really see what we're doing. Focus peaking off, there we go. Got the tree in there. Not very much of it though, just a hint of a tree, but all of that detail. This will probably get cropped out over here, and we'll be focusing just on this area here. But I'm zoomed in as far as I can go with my 200. Put it back at F11. Let's drop our ISO down 200, and then let's get our time back. There we go, about a 1/6 of a second. 2-second timer, take that shot. There we go. Looks pretty good. All right, just a short video from Waitanguru Falls. My name is James, and this has been just a little outing for some details and looking at a little time blending as well. If you've enjoyed the content, give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to support me further, there's Patreon down below, and there's a website where you can find images for sale. I do appreciate you watching. You guys have a great day. Thanks again. Bye.